Define your definite chief aim, also known as purpose. Take inspired action. Follow in the footsteps of legends like Napoleon Hill and Bruce Lee. What is your true calling? Are you pursuing the right goals? How focused is your effort? As part of my research, I have been exploring new techniques and ideas related to the law of attraction and manifesting one's desires. I have read most of the mainstream thoughts on this topic, and my meditative mind suggested revisiting Napoleon Hill's book Think and Grow Rich. While I have delved into various texts on the law of attraction and manifesting desires, my repeated reading of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich sparked curiosity. This book, a treasure trove of ideas for manifestation, serves as a powerful model guiding us on the journey from mere concepts to tangible realities. This video is inspired by Napoleon Hill's teachings, a system that provides a blueprint for living with effectiveness, ability, and maximum expression. Depending on the book's version, Napoleon Hill identified 16 habits of high achievers. However, one principle he emphasized over all others is the necessity of a definite chief aim. Before I unpack this marvelous and life changing principle, I want to tell you how it all started. Allow me to provide some information about Napoleon Hill. His book Think and Grow Rich has inspired countless individuals worldwide to pursue wealth and succeed professionally. It is considered one of the most influential books of the 20th century. Napoleon Hill's story is truly fascinating. He was born in 1883 in a poor family in one-room cabin in Virginia. He started his career as a reporter, but his life changed in 1908 when he was allowed to interview the well-known steel maker, the steel magnate, industrialist and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie. This interview was a significant turning in Napoleon Hill's career as a young reporter, although he may not have realized the true magnitude of this experience at that time. Andrew Carnegie believed it was a great injustice that successful individuals such as himself, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Harvey Firestone, and the likes were taking their vast knowledge to their graves. He was looking for someone who could compile and organize this information, making it accessible to everyone. During the interview, Andrew Carnegie shared his theory with Napoleon Hill that anyone could achieve success by simply identifying and following successful people's habits, attitudes, and behaviors. Andrew Carnegie was so impressed with Napoleon Hill that he said, Napoleon, this interview is not over yet. It's just beginning. I want you to come home with me. He took him home and they spent 3 days together. At the end of the 3 days, he said, Napoleon, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to reply only in yes or no. He said, are you prepared to dedicate the rest of your life to an idea for which you will probably receive no material compensation for at least 20 years? He didn't inform Hill that he was holding a stopwatch, but wanted to give him only 60 seconds to respond. Within 25 seconds, Hill said, yes, I will. He then went one step further and made it personal by stretching Napoleon even further. He asked Napoleon to write down the following statement in his notebook. Andrew Carnegie, I am not only going to equal your achievements in life, but I am going to challenge you at the post and pass you at the grandstand. He then asked Napoleon Hill to go into the world and interview successful people using Carnegie's introduction as his reference letter. Napoleon's task was to discover these successful people's shared habits, attitudes, and behaviors and compile all that information to create the success formula. Imagine a scenario where a novice journalist with limited financial resources meets a highly successful and prominent figure of their era, the affluent individual presents an exciting yet risky proposal that offers no assurances of triumph, recognition, or monetary gains, but has the potential to provide all of these and much more. Napoleon accepted Carnegie's challenge and dedicated 20 years of his life to it. The world would never be the same. In the following 20 years, Hill interviewed over 500 successful men. Hill also earned his livelihood by applying many principles he learned from Carnegie and the men he interviewed. Exactly 20 years after the interview with Andrew Carnegie, The Law of Success was published and had a worldwide impact. In 1928, he completed the 8 volumes of The Law of Success, books that motivated thousands to acquire wealth or to become outstanding achievers. In 1937, Napoleon Hill published the manuscript of his book Think and Grow Rich, which he had been writing for 7 years. The book contains the fundamental principles of Andrew Carnegie's philosophy as outlined in The Law of Success and Hill's own experiences and philosophy. Additionally, the book features stories of individuals who achieved wealth and success after reading Carnegie's 8 volume set, The Law of Success. Do you know how many Think and Grow copies have been sold since Hill first published? Probably more than 70 to 80 million. Sorry for the detour, but let's return to our overarching question: what do you want? So, what does Napoleon mean by a definite chief aim? It's nothing short of a miracle. What do you truly desire? What do you want to achieve in life? If you can answer these questions with a precise, definite, and passionate aim, you are on the path to success. Be warned, if you answer these questions casually, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. It's easy to think we know what we want, but have you examined your assumptions? When you approach your thoughts with honesty and candid maturity, you might be surprised to find that what you genuinely desire differs from what you think you want. It is crucial to have a moment of absolute clarity. This can be described as an epiphany where you fully understand the nature of your aspirations. It's essential to reach a clear and defined aim for what you want and whether you are willing to dedicate your waking hours to your aim. As Hill puts it, this is your definite chief aim. To define it, you must focus and be specific. A definite chief aim is not a wish. Random wishes or random thoughts often lead to apathy, unfulfilled dreams, frustration, and failure. Napoleon Hill has repeatedly written in his books about the value and consequences of one's passionately felt and clearly formed aim. It is essential to have a precise and emotionally charged aim in life. Your aim should be deeply meaningful, ranking after your health and home. Your definite chief aim should go beyond mere want or wish that might change with changing circumstances. It should be a powerful and unwavering goal that you truly desire. It must be an obsession, overwhelming, persistent, and single minded. Don't misunderstand the word obsession as a harmful distraction. I mean that you must have a constructive goal that dominates your hands, heart, and intellect and fills a human need. This is very important. It should fill a human need. It is a law of nature that he who looks at one thing must turn his eye away from everything else. Don't even doubt for a second that a precise, focused aim can radically change your life. Remember, having a definite aim will serve you whether you want to make money, express yourself, become an exceptional person or leader, or do anything your heart desires. The door of greatness cracks open to those who approach their dreams with one particular overarching focus called definite chief aim. Once the purpose or higher purpose is defined, your energies begin to organize around you. Good things start happening. Your time becomes more productive, your relationships become more affluent, your mood elevates, and your frequency increases, your intellectual power widens, and you attract favorable things to fulfill your desires. It takes a great deal of work and self scrutiny to reach this stage of purposeful self awareness, but it is worth it. Now that you realize the importance of a definite chief aim, it's time to share the 5 steps involved in defining your definite chief aim as proposed by Napoleon Hill. Step 1: please write a complete, clear, and definite statement of your primary purpose in life. Sign it and commit to memory. Then read it at least 3 times, morning, afternoon, and evening. Step 2: write a clear, definite plan outlining how to begin attaining your primary purpose. Step 3: state the maximum amount of time you will allow yourself to achieve your purpose and precisely what service you will give in return for its realization. That's a very important step. What service you will give in return for its realization. Step 4: be willing to make your plan flexible to permit changes. Step 5: keep your primary purpose and plans to yourself and only share with those who can help you achieve them. Whether you want to act on this advice or not, I leave you with 2 quotes from Bruce Lee to help you decide what to do next. Martial artist Bruce Lee wrote, "Research your own experience, absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is essentially your own." Bruce Lee, whom I admire, also gave an incisive insight into human nature and performance. The quote is, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Take this wisdom, reflect on it, and define your definite chief aim. I greatly enjoy Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. I have always recommended this book to people of all ages. Despite being 80 to 90 years old, it is still relevant and helpful. If you are feeling stuck in life, reading this book can be a game changer. Think and Grow Rich has real magic, and if you follow the author's advice exactly and stick with it, it can change your life forever. This self-help book stands out among others, and no matter what your profession is, if you are not reading Think and Grow Rich, you are missing out on something great. This book can help you achieve whatever goals you have in mind. You now have a powerful opportunity before you. You can seize this chance to change your life by taking inspired action. Look within to discover your true heart's calling, then define it as your definite chief aim through a clear written statement. Commit fully to memory and repetition of this aim daily. Keep your plans private and diligently work towards them. This could be the beginning of you manifesting your greatest desires. The power is in your hands. What will you do with it? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing this video with others can be the most profitable thing you can do. By doing so, you can help others and align yourself with the law of life that states you get by giving. In return, you may expect prosperity and be rewarded secretly with a larger life. So, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and spread the message. Thank you. See you next time. Bye for now.